4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and once again we are back for another series standings, or should I say this is the final series standings of round 1 before we progress to round 2. We have a huge variety of trucks here. This may be my favorite series so far, and we're going to display the names and reveal which one of these drivers is driving who. Starting with Cole Vennard in Black Pearl, we have Steve Smith in Captain America, we have Arita Adesina in Catastrophe, Kristen Anderson in the Grandma Gravedigger, Megan Reynolds in Monster Energy, Luke Hill in Overboard, William Day in Pure Muscle, Colette Fraser in Ringling, Kai Scott II in Salvager, and Peter Marshall in Samson. All of these trucks here are new, except for Monster Energy, who was a veteran back then, and also Salvager. Let's take a look at the other half of the Series Cyan standings. We also have some more new trucks: Arthur Knight in Snakebite, Zachary Mills in Spider-Man Miles Morales, Kenny Green in SpongeBob SquarePants, Dylan Harper in Stinger Unleashed, Joel Ivanovich in Storm Damage, Rebecca Dubois in Thor, Mason Turner in Venom, Joseph Richards in War Machine, Haley Love in Whiplash, and Dawson Barnes in Winter Soldier. All of these are new trucks, except for Stinger Unleashed and Storm Damage and Whiplash, which are veteran trucks that I've had in my collection for a while, and now they are all competing against 15 rookies in the Series Cyan group. Here's a look at the tournament bracket here, just to show you what's happening with all these rookies and veterans who are facing each other in this series. And in round 1, taking a look at round 1, we can already see new trucks like Winter Soldier, Pure Muscle, Overboard, SpongeBob SquarePants. We also see Thor and Captain America. 2 Marvel trucks are facing 2 veteran trucks. And we have on the other side 4 newbies facing each other. We're going to start with the first one right here. We have Dawson Barnes in Winter Soldier facing off against William Day in Pure Muscle. We're on to our first race of round 1. It is a rookie versus rookie driver and truck. And we're ready to go as they head down to the track. It looks like Pure Muscle is in the lead there, getting some huge air. And I don't know what happened to Winter Soldier. We're going to go for the replay just to see what's happening. What an incredible start for this new rookie driver. As you can see, Pure Muscle with a huge air even. Impressive. And there goes Winter Soldier. Coming up next, we have Luke Hill in Overboard facing off against Kenny Green in SpongeBob SquarePants. These two are ready to go. It's another rookie versus rookie driver face-off. And as we head down to the track, you can see both of them neck and neck there. SpongeBob seems to be having losing control, and it looks like Luke makes a pass. We're going to check out the replay just to see what happened between the two. As you can see, they are both neck and neck. Pay attention to Luke Hill as he makes an incredible save and passes Kenny Green and SpongeBob as he blocks his own path. For the third race, we have Megan Reynolds in Monster Energy facing off against Rebecca Dubois in Thor. These two are ready to go as the 2 female drivers are going to head down to the track. Megan has the lead there, but she loses some control, and Thor makes an incredible pass, and Megan is stuck on the sidewall. We're going to go for the replay just to see the trouble between Monster Energy. You could see Megan had the lead there, but it looks like Rebecca transitions to the other side and makes a pass, allowing her to win. And for the final round 1 race, we have Joel Ivanovich in Storm Damage facing up against Steve Smith in Captain America. These two are ready to go as they are heading down to the track. As you can see, Steve is already in the lead. Ivan has some control and parks himself in the middle of the track. Let's check out the replay. I didn't see Steve But you can see Steve getting some more huge air and makes a pass. And after seeing some incredible racing by the rookie drivers, all 4 of them have qualified into the next round. I've never actually seen all rookie drivers compete. Well, there's only 2 rookie drivers that didn't make it and had to face one another. But 2 veteran trucks, Monster Energy and Storm Damage, are going to have to sit this one out, as Pure Muscle, Thor, Overboard, and Captain America will face their opponents in the next round. As you can see here on your screen, we're going to move on to the next round. Starting with the first race, we have Arthur Knight in Snakebite facing off against Haley Love in Whiplash. For this one, it's going to be a rookie driver facing a veteran driver. And as they head down to the track, you can see Haley getting behind Arthur, having some big air, and he seems like he landed on the sidewall, and he performs a save that I didn't expect him to do. We're going to go for the replay here in just a moment. As you can see, these 2 trucks head down to the track. Haley getting some distance, but she didn't make it. But you could see how Arthur lands on the sidewall, slides, and perfectly saves himself from elimination. For this one, we have William Day and Pure Muscle facing up against Kai Scott II and Salvager. The 2 are still in content. We have another veteran versus rookie race, and they head down to the track. As you can see, Kai is having some trouble there. Looks like William makes a pass, and it is quite close to call on who won, but we're going to go for the replay just to see what's happening. And as these 2 trucks head down, both of them neck and neck, William gets some air, and he manages to save himself by winning against Kai Scott II. Next up, we have Zachary Mills and Spider-Man Miles Morales facing off against Luke Hill and Overboard. These 2 are ready to go. Overboard from round 1. As they head down to the track, Overboard's getting the lead there. Something's wrong with Zachary, and he hits the ramp, and it looks like he's stuck there. And there goes Luke Hill. And we're going to look at the replay just to see what happened to Zachary. He lands on the ramp, so he will not be able to progress on to the next round, and Luke Hill will. And for this next one, we have Mason Turner and Venom facing off against Colette Fraser and Ringling. These 2 are ready to go. 2 rookies facing each other. And as they head down to the track, looks like Colette Fraser is in the lead there. She gets some huge air, and something's wrong with Mason Turner as he barrel rolls himself to finish the race. We're going to go for the replay. As you can see, as these 2 trucks head down to the track, you can see Colette Fraser getting some huge air. Something happened to Mason, but either way, Colette advances to the next round. And next up, we have Arita Adesina and Catastrophe facing off against Cole Vennard in Black Pearl. We are just about halfway done with round 2, and with more rookie drivers facing each other, and as they head down to the track, you can see Arita in the lead. It looks like they have a hard collision, and you can see Cole Vennard finishing it with a wheelie. And there he goes, landing upside down. I don't know what just happened, but we're going for the replay. And here they are. You can see Arita having the lead, but pushes Cole Vennard, performing a wheelie at the finish line, and he lands upside down. For this next race, we have Rebecca Dubois and Thor facing off against Peter Marshall and Samson. A round 1 winner facing off a round 2 driver. The win could go out to anyone at this point. And as they head down to the track, you can see Samson already having some trouble there, performing a huge sky wheelie and another finish just like Cole Vennard. Another wheelie finish, and there goes Thor, who lands on the ramps. And as we take a look at the replay here, as the trucks head down to the track, you can see Samson performing some big air and performing a wheelie in the finish line, just like how Cole Vennard did with Catastrophe. For the next one, we have Kristen Anderson and Grandma Gravedigger facing up against Steve Smith and Captain America. More rookie drivers facing each other, one from round 1 and the other from round 2. And as they head down to the track, both of them neck and neck, you can see Steve Smith having some trouble there. Hits to the other ramp, and it looks like they kind of just slipped into it. And I think Steve Smith just hit the shipping container on the track. Here's a look at the footage again. See how he performs a perfect jump and he hits the shipper. And Kristen Anderson will take the win. And for the final race of round 2, we have Dylan Harper in Stinger Unleashed facing off against Joseph Richards in War Machine. Another rookie driver facing another rookie driver in this one. Let's make it happen as these two head down to the track. You can see both of them. It looks like Joseph Richards hits some big air and crashes to the finish, and I think Dylan Harper just shut off at the final ramp. We're going to take a look at the replay here. You can see both of them neck and neck, but look at Joseph Richards performing a sky wheelie and makes his way to the finish line in spectacular fashion. And after that chaotic second round between rookie drivers, only 8 remain, and all of them are rookies, which means all the veterans have been knocked out of the competition. And here are the final 8 rookies advancing on to the next round. The trucks include Snakebite, Pure Muscle, Overboard, Ringling, Black Pearl, Samson, Grandma Gravedigger, and War Machine. These will be some wild races between these trucks, and I cannot wait to see the results in between them. This is going to be one chaotic round, and I can tell you guys are going to enjoy the chaos around here in Series Cyan, and for round 1 as a whole. So we're going to move things forward to our first race of the quarterfinals. It will be Arthur Knight in Snakebite facing off against William Day in Pure Muscle. These two rookies are ready to go as it is a Hot Wheels Monster Trucks matchup. Which one of them will advance on to the semifinals as they head down to the track, both of them neck and neck, getting some huge air, and it seems like they both crashed together. And I don't know who crossed it first, but we're going for the replay just to show you what's going on between them. And as you can see, as they head down, they were both neck and neck with each other. Big air, and they both rolled over to the finish line. We're going for the super slow-mo. And there goes that big air. It looks to be Snakebite. And we do have a photo finish. And it is Snakebite who will advance on to the next round, into the semifinal round, defeating Pure Muscle, who will go home eliminated. And for this next one, we have Luke Hill in Overboard facing up against Colette Fraser in Ringling. Luke Hill has been doing pretty well recently in these couple previous rounds, but you cannot underestimate Colette Fraser. And they both head down to the track. Looks like Colette Fraser already has the lead there. She gets some huge air, but she tumbles over on the final second, giving Luke Hill the win. We're going to go for the replay there. And it seems like Luke Hill has stolen the win from Colette Fraser. And here they are. You can see Colette already having the lead there. Big air, but she hits the sidewall, causing her to lose the race against Luke Hill. For the next quarterfinal, we have Colvinard and Black Pearl facing off against Peter Marshall and Samson. We have a Hot Wheels Monster Trucks versus Spin Master face-off. And as they head down to the track, looks to be that Peter Marshall having some issues there, and he tumbles over, and it looks like Colvinard will take the win and advance on to the semifinals. Here's a look at the replay between these two trucks. Both of them neck and neck, and you can see right behind Peter Marshall having some issues, but Colvinard makes a perfect landing. And with that, he advances. For the final quarterfinal match, we have Chris Anderson and Grandma Gravedigger facing up against Joseph Richards and War Machine. These two are ready. Which one of these trucks will advance on to the semifinals? And as they head down to the track, both of them neck and neck, it looks like they're both getting some big air, and it seems to be a close race between the two. And what a save by Joseph Richards and War Machine. Let's take a look at the replay. And as these two head down to the track together, it's a pretty tight race between the two. Here's a look at that save again. Here's the slow motion view. Some big air between Joseph Richards there. And we have a photo finish. And it looks to be a tie between Kristen Anderson and Joseph Richards in War Machine. And we're going to re-race again for the two. And they head down to the track. Looks like Joseph Richards already ahead, but something's wrong. It looks like Kristen Anderson rides the sidewall, and she manages to save herself and steal the win. We're going to go for the replay just to see what happened. Look at the two already together, and you can see Joseph Richards almost got the win, but got blocked out by Kristen Anderson, who rode on the sidewall, and she stole the win from Joseph Richards. With this one, we have determined our semifinal matches, and our final four for round 1 of Series Cyan. It is going to be Arthur Knight in Snakebite, Luke Hill in Overboard, Colvinard in Black Pearl, and Kristen Anderson in the Grandma Gravedigger. So for this semifinal round, first we're going to do Snakebite versus Overboard, and then we will do Black Pearl versus Grandma Gravedigger. So first up, it is going to be Arthur Knight in Snakebite facing off against Luke Hill in Overboard, as these two are ready to go. And they head down to the track. As you can see, both of them neck and neck with each other, getting some huge air. Snakebite tumbles over, and it looks like Luke Hill will escape the carnage left by Snakebite. We're going to look at the replay just to see what happened to Snakebite. And as these two head down, Luke Hill struggling a little bit, but he manages to catch up. But look at the carnage left on Snakebite as he tumbles and rolls over to the finish line there. As for the second semifinal match, we have Cole Bernard and Black Pearl facing off against Kristen Anderson in the Grandma Gravedigger as they head down to the track. Looks like Grandma in the lead there, both of them getting some big air, and it seems to be that Kristen Anderson will finish it against Cole Bernard. Here's a look at the replay. You can see Kristen Anderson already in the lead, getting some huge air. She drifts her way to the finish line, but she tumbles over at the final second. And with this, we have determined our finalists for Series Cyan, or should I say round 1 of Series Cyan. This will be a heated match between these two drivers right here. We have an independent driver, Luke Hill in Overboard, facing up against Kristen Anderson in the Grandma Gravedigger. And the trucks are parked and ready for this final face-off, for this final round of round 1 of qualifiers in general. Who do you think will win? Will it be Kristen Anderson and the Grandma Gravedigger, or will it be Luke Hill representing the independent trucks Overboard? Don't know who will win this one, but both of them are looking pretty good out there. Only one of them can win this final round of Series Cyan. And they head down to the track, both of them together. Kristen Anderson looks like she has the lead, some huge air, and she slips out, and Luke Hill makes the escape. Let's look at the footage one more time. As these two race down, you could see that Kristen had the lead there, and she gets some huge air, but her wheel hits the dirt wall, allowing Luke Hill to steal the win from her. And with this, we have determined ourselves our final winner of round 1 and our first winner of Series Cyan round 1. It is going to be none other than Luke Hill in Overboard, representing the independent trucks. And there is Overboard perched and parked on the backlift container, the shipping container, and there is the truck itself. I don't know why the camera is a little blurry, but I'm going to zoom out a little bit just to see the truck, and there it is in all its glory. Let's take a moment to look at the point standings after round 1. As we take a look at the points here for Series Cyan after round 1, Luke Hill sits in first place with 15 points, followed by Kristen Anderson in the Grandma Gravedigger in second with 12 points, with Cole Bernard and Arthur Knight sharing 10 points each for third and fourth. Then from 5th to 8th place, we have William Day in Pure Muscle, Colette Fraser in Ringling, Peter Marshall in Samson, and Joseph Richards in War Machine, all of them sharing 7 points, while Steve Smith and Arita Adesina sharing 5 points. Now, as we take a look at that other half of Series Cyan, all trucks from 11th to 16th place share 5 points as well. And those drivers and trucks include Kai Scott II in Salvager, Zachary Mills in Spider-Man Miles Morales, Dylan Harper in Stinger Unleashed, Rebecca Dubois in Thor, Mason Turner in Venom, and Haley Love in Whiplash, all sharing 5 points. And because Series Cyan is the lowest group of New Generation, they don't have a relegation zone, but here are the bottom 4 trucks with 3 points. Megan Reynolds in Monster Energy, Kenny Green in SpongeBob SquarePants, Joel Ivanovich in 19th place with Storm Image, and Dawson Barnes in Winter Soldier in 20th place, aka last place. These drivers have a lot of work to do if they want to progress on to the World Finals and qualify. But for now, let's take a look at our round 1 winners for this one. From Series Red, we have Mossmar Poodle. From Series Blue, we have the Amazing Spider-Man. From Series Yellow, we have Octonator. From Series Green, we have the Biker Zombie. From Series Orange, we have Excalibur. From Series Purple, we have Brodozer. And in Series Cyan, our recent winner is Overboard. All of these trucks here have done pretty well in round 1. And these winners will continue to improve for round 2 once that progresses. After a tight battle between 5 veteran drivers and 15 rookie drivers, all 5 veteran drivers have been knocked out and only 15 remain. However, they all had to battle it out to determine which one of them will advance on to the final round. After we saw a battle between Kristen Anderson in the Grandma Gravedigger and Luke Hill in Overboard, Overboard took the win as the first rookie driver to win round 1 of Series Cyan. Those rookies have a long way ahead of them as they are still learning from their previous mistakes, while others are still using those same skills to progress on to the next round. With this, we have concluded round 1, and next time we will start round 2. This is Rainbow X, and we will see you in the next one, and we will see you guys in the next round of qualifiers.